What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Tonyd2wild checking in once again, back with the Make of the Day guys on the Jordan 12 Taxi Flip. The Jordan 12 Taxi Flip is set to release on May 25th for a retail price point of $200. Now, I'm just going off what Sneakers says, okay? They're calling it the Taxi Flip. We also know that as the Red Taxi. That's what has been being called for quite some time now, which is, for the most part, kind of what you're getting. A Taxi 12, I guess, that's been flipped with a little bit of red, okay? And I've already did a video, we talked about it in the Got 'em early. I was a little disappointed because this is the shoe that we actually want. And the last time we've seen this shoe was back in, I want to say 2014? Damn, 2014. It's been 10 years since we last seen this taxi. And a lot of people out there probably weren't even into shoes as much as they was into it now. And, people are coming in the game maybe the past 5 years and they want to get, with the OGs. That's how when I came in 2013, I was ready to get my hands on all these OGs, and that's why I was so happy when they came out with shoes like the Oreo 4 or the Columbia 4, the Legend Blue 4, they call it the same thing, but the Legend Blue 11, Concord, Space Jam. I was eating all that up, so now I know people are coming in the game now and they want the same exact thing, and you give us this? Now, someone made it in the comment section, and salute to you, I'm not mad at you because we actually agreed on it afterwards, but someone was like, people complain about Jordan, Jordan drop a new colorway and they don't like it, but then when Jordan drops OGs, they're like, Jordan ran out of ideas. And I'm like, I get your point. You make a good point there. I see that as well, but this is neither of the two. This is Jordan Brand trying to drop an OG colorway and create a new idea by switching a color, but this is a half-assed, lazy way to create something new, in my opinion. You might as well just gave us the OG. Now, trust me, if you're here because you like the shoe, we're gonna talk good about it. Let me just get my little rant off a little bit, and then I got you, okay? I don't want to hurt your feelings if you like it. Ain't nothing wrong with, if you like the shoe, ain't nothing wrong with it. I'm not no damn gatekeeper. These shoes are, if you want to rock them and do your thug thizzle with your lady, or vice versa, lady with your man, do your thing. You feel me? It's your money at the end of the day. But just hear me out. We also had the Jordan 12 Royalty that dropped, that in my opinion was the best thing, closest thing to that Taxi 12. So with that being said, in this releasing, I can only imagine the next time we'll actually see the actual real Taxi, unless Jordan Brand just says, you know what, we're gonna give it to him. Because I ain't gonna lie, Jordan Brand lately, they've been dropping shoes. The cycle's shrunk, you feel me? It just, I feel like things are speeding up a little bit more. Some of these shoes are coming out, but some of them they're dropping pretty damn fast. They drop a shoe and then they come back with the retro a couple years later. It's kind of hard to think off the top of my head of one, but the perfect example I would say is kind of like the Jordan 1 Bread, and maybe the Royal as well. And these dates might be slightly off, forgive me, but I believe they dropped the Jordan 1 Bread in 2013, and then they followed up with one 5 years later in 2018, I want to say. So, they're coming out, and then we got another bread in the Reimagine, or the Patent Bread, that came out 2 years ago or something like that. And we're probably gonna get another bread pretty soon as well. So yeah, the cycles are slowing down, or at least the shoes are re-releasing back to back to back. There's another shoe out there on the top of my head that I just cannot think of right now, of a shoe damn, we just got it. Maybe the Jordan 3, because we had the Jordan 3 88 Slam Dunk, which was the Jordan 3 white cement with the Nike Air on the back. Then we got the free throw line that kind of mimicked it. It had a clear bottom. And now we got the Reimagine. And I think we're about to get, perfect example. Supposedly you're supposed to be getting, I guess, the Reimagine Bread. That's coming back out. That released in 2018, right? 4 years ago. Or no, damn, time's flying. That was actually 6 years ago. Whatever. The Bread 3 supposedly, Black Cement 3 is coming back. And that was not that long ago. With that being said, we might get one, we just gotta wait. Bam! The Jordan 12 Red Taxi. Overall, I don't have no issue with the actual shoe itself, the quality of the shoe itself, the materials of the shoe itself, the cuts, the craftsmanship. There's no issues on this shoe whatsoever. They did a pretty good job with everything. It's a 12, I do like 12s, but this is me being picky at the end of the day, and to each its own. As far as how it compares to the actual, actual Red Taxi, or the Red Taxi to the actual Taxi, you got a lot of the same colors. You got, the whites and the blacks, some of the main big points of the two. One of the differences, of course, is the 2.3 and the Jumpman is black on the taxi, where it's red on the red taxi. On the back, very similar as well, except for you got a difference of the tag. One is silver, the other is gold. The same way you have the silver and the gold on the eyelets on the top up here. On the inside, both have a black insole with a red Jumpman, but the inside of the sock liner is white on the red taxi, where it's black on the original taxi. On the bottom, you have the silver carbon fiber for the red taxi, and the original taxi has the yellow carbon fiber. Hence, the name taxi came from a lot from this with the black and yellow. And that's why people are like, wow, like taxi, that's where it came from. So this is not unless there's white and black taxis now. I mean, yeah, I guess people were like confused about that. I get it. You also have red and then yellow. I guess what it is that when this shoe was created, it was based off of a taxi, right? And obviously it's based off of a taxi because it was black and yellow. But the shoe itself has, in a way, created its own name. See, the shoe was based off of a taxi, hence it got the name taxi, but it developed its own name of the taxi. So they're saying this is a red taxi, not a red taxi car. You get what I'm saying? Like, perfect example, kind of like this one, except it would, yeah, this is military blue 4, and then you got the military black that drop, right? Or you got, like, for instance, it kind of would be like a Jordan 6 Carmine, but you got a Jordan 6 yellow Carmine, even though Carmine, I believe, is an actual color and it's red, but we know that shoe as being the Carmine. You know, they did drop a yellow one, which is called the Yellow Taxi, which is kind of funny as well. But yeah, man, the quality of the leather, the snakeskin nutsack material is definitely different than that previous one. I like the OG, or this is called the OG, but it's technically not the original, but the previous actual taxi, they've kind of made it a little bit more smaller, the actual scaling. This is a more bigger scale than this one, but it is pretty textured very well. And I can see a lot of people actually customizing these. You can just paint that black, and black that out, and you won't be that far off. But the material, the leather, for the most part, is decent as well. It's overall, it's a solid shoe. You know, it's a nice shoe for what it is. It's just hard to look at this shoe and not see this shoe. Like, I'm literally just moving it away, like, get away from me, because you look at it and you're like, I want that. But it is a good shoe to have. If it's an alternative, you don't got it, this is a good alternative. And hey, if you don't like certain colors, you can always just get it painted, customized, and you'll be pretty damn close. 8.5 white / gem red. The farther sizing, they fit like any other 12. Go true to size, in my opinion, you'll be good to go. And it's a pretty solid shoe. I'm kind of curious. Let me just see how the secondary market is. So looking right now, like, my size is above retail, 9's above retail, 9.5 is slightly below retail, size 8 is slightly below retail. It's looking good, and when I mean slightly below retail, like, I'm seeing some prices at 9.5 at $193. The lowest price I'm seeing right now is a size 8, which is $181. Now keep in mind, it's $181, but after all the fees and the shipping, you're gonna be paying about $202 or somewhere around that, so you'll be still paying retail. So that's a good sign for the shoe. That means that more than likely people may go to the stores on release day to grab it instead of having to pay it online on some secondary site, risk it being fake, and paying all those extra fees, when you can just go to your local store, grab it, and that may attract more people. Or certain stores like Nike and Soul Play, who will sell the shoe more than likely at retail with free shipping. You can just buy it at retailer. So I think the shoe will do fairly well for the most part because the numbers are not too low. And that's something that I utilize this, the market, I utilize it as the demand for the shoe to see how it's gonna do. And I think overall, it should do fairly well. But let me know you guys' thoughts and opinions on this one down below in the comment section. Is it a cop or not? I love y'all, I appreciate y'all as always, and I'm gonna see y'all on the next one. I'm out, peace.